So somewhere in between, I forgot to start the stupid recording. I'm gonna roll out Plut. So it's Funkar versus Rainbow Nines. I guess we don't want the IQA here. But, like, not being able to hit disrupt sides is brutal. Like, I just want disrupt so I can eat his resources. Yeah. So yeah, sorry guys. Somewhere in between, I forgot to talk. I was thinking way too much about plays. Because I'm not used to actually playing against my own deck. But it's always interesting to watch. He got messed up because he could only keep one. I kept eating resources and keeping him down with let me think. Alright, so Phasma, I don't really plan to mess with his what he's doing too much. This is fine. So the reason for that choice of mulligan was I hate casting removal. It may be the incorrect play sometimes, but I absolutely despise it. Versus Phasma, you have some additional time because they don't want to roll until after. What the hell? 0013. Awesome. So he has 013 in hand. So if he tries to reroll at all, he would have to do it here. He has a DH and a rocket launcher. So like if he pitches the rocket to roll, I'd be okay with it. I don't think I want. I'm fine with any side that it hits. Um, we're gonna want it. Probably got slightly overzealous there. Hmm. So he has 5 available to him. Um, we'll see what happens here. There's a lot of different options that can come up based on what drops. So you get 5. There's no huge overall concern here. I'm giving him the option to claim and bounce something to see if he'll do it. Because if not, I can claim. Like if I had killed it there, he would have the extra two, or he'd have two, and then he could overwrite with rocket. Kage, I had the instant resolve. I chose not to kill it on purpose. I knew he had a 3 from Friends in Low Places. That's why I forced him to pitch it. Eating resources doesn't do anything for me here. I'm gonna need those to pitch. Is he trying to instant resolve a bunch of damage? But I think I would have just rolled you guys out. So the flank was essentially worth 2 dice there. I don't know what he's attempting to do. The fuck? I go for the Stormtrooper here just because I don't want him to be able to guard anything later. He could best defense here. I can't think of anything that costs that much money. Yeah, dude, I could not think of anything that cost that much money, and I was just like, I could not fathom it. Well, I could not think of a single thing you could have. Collateral damage. So we got into Z6. I forgot to roll Stormtrooper apparently. Oh, So yeah, the thinking here is that I'll just try to go mess up Phasma real bad. Hmm. So they've never seen award ceremonies. So we're gonna, yeah. So this sets us up to be able to flank and do random stuff. We have shock and flank, so we can just ruin his damage. So he can roll and resolve. But his resolution wouldn't be amazing. Whole turn's wasted. So we know it's a 3 and a 5. We're not gonna let him get there. Thank you. I've been given cookies and milk. So yeah, he would have got to pick if it was his effect, but because it's my effect, he doesn't. So he can suit up the Storm Trooper, but it almost doesn't matter. I know he's a rocket launcher, so when I go for his hand, bad situations aren't so bad. That was interesting to say the least, though. But yeah, he just got into a position where he like couldn't do too much because he had a 1 cost stuff, and I have a bunch of 2 and 3 cost things. That's the thing about Funkar, like it really wants to go like super late. So like I wasn't in a good position, and then it just slowly became an amazing position because of the amount of dice I was getting with the damage. Um, I like Phasma a lot. I just don't like mono red Phasma. I think he spent too much time doing focus stuff, not knowing if I had removal. So I'm gonna reload. So I'll probably play Funkar again. So I don't know. Funkar really wants to slow the game down a lot, so I guess more removal does make sense, but it feels weird and bad. Uncard Hired Gun, or Rebel Troopers. That was taking way too long. Um, I'm kind of not concerned with what his deck does or wants to do. I'm gonna mow the whole thing, trying to find a salvage stand or pretty much Imperial Inspection. I found neither or, and I lost my 2-drop weapon. Not good. So there's too much greed there. Trying to find the items that I think would hard counter, but apparently he might be just a support based deck. Um, See, let's see what he gets. I got 6, and he got 4. We'll play on the docking bay. I want a shield on Funkar and FN. Hmm. So, I got a resource to let me do stuff now. Our only hope. This dude's playing a crazy big support deck. I don't know what his plan is. Let's go find out. Land explosion. Bye bye. I'm letting him keep the shocks because I'm not concerned with them. If he casts shock, then I get to hit Falcon. This is a problem though. Man, that sucked. I couldn't let him play Falcon. Or I could have let him. Oh my god. I forgot I had the disrupt, dude. No lie. I was just like, oh, I can't let him do that. Is he gonna shock it? Hmm. Yeah, he has the pitch to reroll, because if not, then I take the 5. So yeah, that sucked royally. So we're gonna throw out the salvage stand. Both IQA and Flamethrower are very similar in what they'll do off of salvage, except the IQA has a 3 without a cost, and it's more single target. So he'll spend the rest of his resources unless he's concerned with Imperial Inspection. If he spends his money, like, I don't care. You will be poor for the rest of your life. I'm in the money. As long as I don't activate Stormtrooper, I can pretty much stop him from doing any big bouts of damage. Huh. Like, I might let him eat that and get a shield. So he's in an interesting place here. Problem is he can't get resource and do stuff the way he needs to. Like, he would have to hit resource off of Akbar. Yeah, take your time. It's a predicament. The fact that neither of those upgrades have resource sides is what's killing you right now. I don't have actual funds. I have to think. I'm trying to play like if I don't know what he had. When you focus to a resource, yeah, no, dude, it takes forever because I'm trying to like rationalize. Like, if I looked at this and I didn't know, but you had one card, I'm like, would I eat this? Would I get the resource? Would I just chuck for 3? Would I try to do 4? It's like, stop showing me your cards, kid. Um, hmm. Nah, I just don't think I would do it because I think if he had something big, he would have pitched a reroll. So I wouldn't go after his hand. Do you want to claim so I can finish out the turn? Alright, I'm going to do the rest of my turn since your play is claiming. Have to think. Did I miss a salvage stand there like an idiot? Or was that before? Got it. Thank you. Akbar should indeed be on 5. I couldn't deal the 2 because I didn't have the money. It's okay, we both can be idiots. That thing was so close to a double blank. So the big thing here is we already know he's a support base deck, so we can't allow him to maintain a bunch of resources. If we hit the 4, Akbar dies. We're in a weird place though because I have to roll out. I do get that he doesn't like you. If he rolls a base though on that. Countermeasures! Countermeasures! So we killed Akbar, removed his dice at the same time. So we're just gonna stop his damage. If he can't do damage, he can't kill me. So I don't care if he gets 2 shields. And the reason I kept the Ankar die was for disrupt. So he can get a falcon and eat all his resources. Ooh, it's a launch bay. So I think 6. I don't know if 6 here is the play. 6 would leave that guy at 3. But if I hit anything good, then I can continue to go off. I don't want the IQA. So we're in a very good position here. There's pretty good odds of just killing off the hired gun right away. And I can deal with the launch bay via holdout into he doesn't like you. he gonna Duggan or something? I can't think he'd have Duggan in the deck. No, C3PO, okay. So we're down to one guy with 11 health we have to deal with. Plenty of time to do it. He's got 10 cards left in deck, 4 in hand. I had an answer if it makes you feel better. No money for you. I don't see the planned explosion being anywhere near possible. Actually, it is. What am I saying? He's got 2-3 shown. He could plan explosion me, but he'd have to pitch a 5. Then he doesn't like you it. Dude, I thought you might keep that so that when you get the reroll on launch bay. Actually, no, you wouldn't get the 10. Sucker. I don't know if I let him do. Was it if he wants 2 resources? 2 resources don't do anything here. If he goes for what 2 discard, we don't care about 2 discard either. We know he has 2 5s in hand. Like, I don't know where he thought 2 resources was going to do something. If he pitches 1-5, we just go for the other. We already know it's a 5. Yeah. So he's taking 3 damage. We're back down to 3 resources. We salvage stand. And we go to 4. We're actually really low in deck, but we can just flank that, whatever it is, and then go to kill him. He could have defensive positions, but we should be fine. He can't pitch our whole hand. I figure why wait? Like there's no reason to let you get your hopes up. Because I could have been peril inspection there. Then we salvage the last one. We have disrupt, so we don't need to concern ourselves with anything. Well, if we can lock him out of the game, we just lock him out of the game. So he has a full grip, and you can't really do anything with it. We're just going to keep that disrupt there. Technically, he could do that off of anything that's a one side. So we need 4 more damage. He's got 5 in deck and 4 in hand. We just go for the kill this round. There's no reason to do anything but that. Can't use that on any of the pay sides. Mad, you can't do it on a modifier because you can't resolve modifiers. No. See, so what it is your range is changing, but not the plus symbol. So it's changing the symbol, but the only symbol there is ranged. So you can switch it, but it turns into +3 resource. It's like me trying to resolve this. If you're not sure, I can show you the ruling. Yeah, C3PO is good on everything except modifiers. Yeah, like I would have killed the C3PO also because I have another piece of die removal, but you can't get out of the lock essentially. Like when you roll the resource or disrupt on hired gun, you can C3PO it, but outside of that, there's no damage coming. The overkill is just a dead card for pretty much the entire match. I believe so also, but I'll try to go for the damage. Wow, guy, you're great, amazing. Anything else you want to say, leaking, before you get kicked? Well, he got a ban. I really love people too. Like, imagine if everything you said had to like have your photo attached to it. Cause like this is all recorded, and the dude doesn't know that. But like if this all just like backtracked to him and his Facebook, and just his family just started looking at him terribly because he's just an awful person. Like, dude, imagine having to read that quote as the worker. You're like, excuse me, Sam. Can you come to the office real quick? And you're like, well, we have you saying God hates you, stupid, and C go suck a flagpole, n. And we just don't like that kind of speech or hate speech with our business. So we're gonna have to ask you to pack up your things and leave. You have 20 minutes. Fucking people just have problems, dude. If you press C, it's the chat button, and then we can all hear it. If you did team stuff like how Maverick has the diamond, you can press V, and then you can talk, and it would only go to your team. Maverick, you had it on for a second.
I think the guy doesn't like you because you stole all his store championship victories away.
No, that's not one of them. Those guys are usually pretty cool about it because they all got buys.
Is there a guy who went to all the same store championships you did?
No. When I went to Connecticut. Oh, wait. You know what? Maybe. Hold on. No. There was a guy from Connecticut who came down for like 2 or 3 of ours, but not the 4 that I won. In my state, and then he was over in Connecticut also. He's a good guy though. But literally everyone in the top 5 only had losses to me, and 3 of them had it. Or 2 of them had it twice. So it was just like, sorry guys. Maverick, if you had hit 3 again, I was gonna ask him like, you're not putting me through that again, are you?
Should have gone for a mill strategy. 5
Well,
discard with launch bay.
if I would ever allow your
Woohoo!
launch day to resolve its die, that would work. I
He
was
just
prepared
needs
to.
friends in low places and then
Yeah,
start plugging away.
I had 2 of them.
You know, Aura, I tried RFN the other day and it's very fast.
RFN is very, very vast, but like part of it's backed by FN. The other part's backed by Aura. Like the FN part can't really do much in the first round, and then it just kind of goes, "Oh, I spent all my money." The next round, but it's interesting. I think I'm slowly starting to understand Funkar. The way to play Funkar is to go find award ceremony.
That's such a troll card in that deck.
Why? Dude, I play Balance Ambition. I needed something.
For 2 cards, paying 1 resource for 2 cards.
No, it's not for red guys. I can draw three. I only drew two because I had a dead guy.
Oh. No, in this case, this guy actually do 7, 8.
I know I
He
once
thinks
killed
in
the
order
Han.
to win he could have a in order to win he can have a larger hand size than you.
Who?
Your opponent.
Oh, in
I
order for
wonder.
him to win. What? Why has he got 7 cards?
That's why you guys are slow.
No, because I actually don't ever have my thing at your hand. I, like I I have it zoomed in on the thing because I'm streaming. I record. So like, he, when friggin' Oddritter said it, I was like, what the what? And then I like go to look and then I see 7 and I'm just like, okay, not how Aura works.
Yeah, she starts with 2 extra cards, so you can discard 2 cards. That's how it works.
Sure, I have no idea what's going on anymore. Okay, that's fine, dude. No worries. You could have just put 2 back and I would have been like, okay. It's not tournament, and like, let's say you crush me, I'm just like, oh, and I move on. Wait, what the hell did you? What happened? What? Why'd you get rid of the 2 you were keeping? Oh, okay. How about you just re-mulligan from here? So like, this is your first 5. Now you can mulligan from here. Spark, you gotta explain. Give the explanation. What do you mean? Yeah, no, Funker's issue is that he's trying to do too much and has so few cards. Okay. Well, you get to go first. We played on your carbon. Are you gonna be like perplexed if I carbon? Like your aura die? Welcome to pain.
He doesn't like you. And I'm not even seeing his hand.
Every round starts off like this. I feel like I'm playing a lock deck. You had a shield. I feel like that guy playing chess where like he like hits the button as he moves. And he's just like boom boom, and you're like, hold on, I haven't even finished picking up my hand from the piece. I'm rich.
That's the most cancerous start right there. Double support.
It would only be better if this other card in my hand was like a Z6.
You're never happy. That's your problem. You're like, oh, roll 7 damage. Oh, I wish those were
No, because
resources.
see, here's the thing. You're assuming I'm not happy, and like it's not that I'm not happy. Like you just said, that's the most gangsta like setup, and I'm like, no. Like the dream here would have been to like have a Z6, and like there's no complaint with what's going on. Like it's life. I roll 7 blanks, and I move on. I roll 7 twos. I move on. No lie, I thought that all matched up again. I was like, Mwahaha. Oh man, life ain't right. Gaffy is poop. Yeah, I forgot about it after I hit you. You can get my shield. What the hell? I know you try to reroll it. Reroll it. You claimed already, right? So I went for his hand, knowing that he had the personal shield in hand. He's just in a really bad spot because like the FN is fully loaded. He can go kill Plut, he can kill Stormtrooper, and he's just gonna die. He's got a total of 9 health total remaining, and I have a bunch of silly stuff to do. I'm actually gonna roll Plut as the first thing I do. Um, one, because I want to bounce his stuff. Two, I want to eat the resources. Fast in, Ascension gun. So when he fast hands, he can't kill Plut immediately. Oh, actually, yeah, I screwed up. Django can do it though. Actually, no, Django can't do it at the same time, so it doesn't matter. The line of play here is hilarious. I don't know if you realize it though. Question: if I told you you could kill Ankar Plut here, would you do it? Yeah, so like if you did it, you could flip, you could activate that, then resolve both of these and pitch a card to do 4 and kill Plut. Like whether you want to do that's a whole different ball game, but it's an option. You could pick whichever method. Yeah, if you want, go for it. So what happens is, no, the die stays there. The field doesn't switch. It literally just uses the effect. So you get to resolve up to 3 of your dice that show damage. So you use a Sentient Gun to resolve these 2, and then pitch the arm to the teeth to kill him. Yeah, so that guy's dead. Um, can't use this yellow card in hand. I'm just gonna roll him out to roll him out. Okay. Hmm. So yeah, I want to say I started with 4, and that cost me 3. But I was a Sentient Gun in hand. But yeah, I'm actually gonna stop here for. Funkar seems pretty solid. Hold on, I'm still talking to my opponent. Maverick, I'm actually gonna close up because I'm stopping the video stuff. I'm heading off for the night. Did you have any questions before I head out? All right, you have a good one, man. Peace out. Um, so everything there seemed fine. Um, I liked the deck better with the ward ceremony in it, because it gave me options I don't normally have. Like usually we just have our 5 and that's it. And drawing 3 cards, especially with the density of weapons we have, gives us uh, additional options for getting the damage in round 2 when we don't have it, as well as just fixing rolls because the deck can't do it amazingly well. It looks kind of trolly, but it's one of those cards that like people just forgot about and don't remember. There's also stuff like Occupation, which costs 2. You have to have the battlefield, and it wipes your opponent's resources. Um, I expect if FN is going to be very big, people are going to play that. Um, but oh, overall, like a lot of the decks are interesting. Like if Funkar can get tweaked out, it's a very extreme control deck. Um, as you can see, like all the regular decks have massive problems. The upper echelon tier stuff, either like Holocron cheats into 3s and 4s, or boatloads of 1-drops that can like switch into 2s. Like that's actually Phasma. No, Phasma has a problem with Funkar. But like all the FN decks run 3s. Poe doesn't need to cast anything. Um, Beta Raider can do it off the base size, but I don't think Beta Raider's good versus Funkar anyways. So that's kind of moot. Emo Kids has enough damage to be able to go kill FN, and they don't care really about Imperial Inspection. Salvage Stand does mess with them quite a bit though, because they're already resource tight, and setting them any further behind is rough for them. But I feel like I'm getting a better understanding of Funkar. I'm still not a huge fan as far as like it's not as aggressive as I want it to be, but the control elements are quite ridiculous. Like limiting people primarily to their base dice and then screwing with their resources is huge. And then like if you get to take a look at their hand, messing around with that's very strong. It's a very good deck. Because it's you guys, like you all know that I prefer Rainbow Nines. But if let's say I couldn't run Rainbow Nines, they're pretty good odds. I would consider running Funkar. It's the decision tree is insane, and I think if you sit across from a deck you've never played against, you are going to have some problems. But it beats up weaker players amazingly well. It beats up weaker decks amazingly well. It's just you're going to have some tough fights sometimes versus FN, especially if they go after Ankar. But most people don't know to go after Ankar. They would go straight after FN. And if they go after your FN, you kind of get a little bit extra time. That 1 health matters quite a bit, and also like you tend to put the shields there. And if you can mess with their resources in hand and like keep them off of 2 drops, like even if they get to the 3, they can't easily chain 3 into 3 unless they're also playing Ankar. So it kind of forces them to just straight cycle, and they can't cope too well with that. But that's the end of this for Funkar. I'm gonna try to get a couple more emo games in, if I can. So like these two are kind of meshing into each other because I got tired of playing emo kids. Um, I can only play that deck for so long. Like I want more lines of play, so that I can kind of show you guys what's going on, and also I just get frustrated when there's just nothing you can do. Sometimes you're just looking at dice like, oh, let my opponent roll a bunch of times. But I do prefer to play the decks where I can do a bunch of stuff after they claim, instead of fighting for the claims. But I'll have more videos for you guys. Thanks as always for supporting us. I appreciate it. Deuces.